Have you ever been exploring in a video game and thought to yourself, man, I really need to find a place to eat? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Today, we're going to examine the quality of the restaurants in the wonderful world of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Strap yourselves in and let's get rocking and rolling. Alrighty, now folks, in order to judge the quality of the restaurants in the wonderful world of Oblivion Remastered, we have a couple of points, okay? The first point is outside environment. Is it clean? Is there a place where I can tie up my horse in the front of it, therefore parking it? Is it a safe environment where I could bring my family to enjoy some food? The second point is inside, is there a clean dining area? As a customer, can I come in and sit down and eat my food in a sanitary place, man? Are there even enough chairs and tables to support me and my family or my guests? How many people are allowed in the restaurant safely? The third point is customer service. Will they serve us? Do they give us the food that we ask for? We're going into a restaurant, folks, a tavern, if you will. We need to be served, and we expect to be served. We're gonna find out if they do it or not. And the fourth point is the back kitchen inspection. Is it clean? Do they have the proper appliances, if you will? I know this is medieval times, but do they have a proper place to cook and prepare the food? Is it clean and sanitary? Is there proper ventilation in these places? And the fifth and final point, my favorite point, is there a bathroom in these places? After I eat my food, do I have a place to go digest the food and poop the food out? To me, that's the most important point in this whole thing, is you need a safe place for your customers to use the facilities, for God's sakes. Now, today we have 4 restaurants that we're going to visit and inspect. Let's go to the Imperial City to the feed bag. All right, folks, we are here in the Imperial City in the Market District at our first restaurant, the Feed Bag, which is pretty good. Now, folks, taking a look at our first point, the outside environment, I gotta tell you, it's pretty clean, right? Yeah, I'm not really too sure what this is. Probably just some rocks sticking out of the grounds. You know, they didn't have, like, the concrete, if you will, of today. But, I mean, look at this nicely laid brick. They just apparently didn't have it in their budget to extend to the actual shops. Now, first thing to note is parking, your carriage and your horse. Of course, there's no room for that, but we are inside the castle walls, right? Directly outside of those castle walls, there is a stable where you can tie up your horse and leave it there for a small fee, and then you walk through the market district. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, per se, is the fact that it's kind of hidden. This sort of roof here with this giant statue is really killing the visibility of these restaurants, especially these ones back here. And of course, we got a pile of crates. I'm not even too sure what's in these. Stitched leather shoes, apparently, which is kind of silly. I'm not really too sure why the city's storage is directly in front of the shop, per se, but, you know, that's fine. The city has different regulations than elsewhere in the world. I understand that, but luckily for this restaurant or tavern, we have nice, even, and clear pathways to the door, which is pretty good. Any sort of inn or tavern that has, you know, direct visibility with the walking paths, that's pretty good. I'm pretty okay with that. And honestly, since the fact that it's clean minus one broken crate, which could just be put out for trash by the Red Diamond Jewelry store that could be picked up later. Even the alleyways are clean. I see no trash out here. We got a little rock here, but I think that might just be, naturally occurring rock, if you will, too heavy to move. No, I'm good, sir. No need for that. Based on all that I see, I'm pretty impressed. The outside environment, folks. Green checkmark, baby. It's perfectly safe and perfectly clean. Good Lord, let's go into the feed bag and check out the dining area. Wow, first impression. Whoa, there's a guy staring at me. Dude, go look Go turn the other way. This is creepy. Wow, this is really nice. And it even seems to have, I don't even know what kind of material that would be, but tiled floor. That's pretty nice. Wow. So one thing with the dining area is it clean? Okay. And I got to tell you, it is very clean, folks. Even the kind of bar area where you would order and the tile, you know, it seems stained, but, you know, there's different sanitation regulations back in this time, I suppose. You got some nice carpet here where you know, the tables and chairs are. That's pretty good. You also have ample amount of seating, which is really the name of the game in the dining area. You know, you want people to order the food and sit down and enjoy the food. And that's exactly what I can do here, folks. That's pretty fantastic. I am very impressed with that. And looking at the table, assassination. I don't want to read that yet. Looking at the table, we have plates and silverware and cups and wine and fruits set out. That's really incredible. I mean, the service here, we haven't gotten to the customer service aspect of it yet, but the tables are all set. There's candle lights. The drinks are out. The cups are out. This is wonderful, dude. I mean, it can't get any clearer than this. Clean dining area with ample amount of seating and with no trash laying around. This is fantastic. Green check mark, baby. That is wonderful. I'm very happy with that. Now, the third point, customer service. Hey, sir, how are you? Delos, how are you, sir? Let's talk to you.
I'm Delos Fanders. We got food and drink and lots of it.
Wow, that's great. What do you got for me, man? What do you got? Let's buy some beef. Buy beef for 2 gold. Alrighty.
Come back and see me again.
Wow, thank you, dude. You are so polite. Wait a second. Did you just say enough talk? Hang on. You're lucky that was at the end of my conversation here. That's fantastic. You, sir, you served me, you were polite, and you wished me to come back. That's really great. That is just absolutely fantastic. And honestly, you can't get any easier than that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk to him one more time. Oh, good. He's got a script going. That's pretty good. Everyone needs a script. Let's talk about rumors.
From the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits.
Okay.
From bales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Okay, so he's a gossiper. That's pretty good.
Leave me alone.
Whoa! Whoa, sir! I'm trying to give you a green check mark. Make it quick! Oh.
Talking to you.
Oh, no. Oh, you think just because I bought your fucking beef means that I'll just fuck off and let you be rude to me? I don't like that. You're lucky I made my decision, and I'm actually pointing at the fucking TV screen right now in real life. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. You're fucking lucky, Delos, that I already gave you a green check mark, baby. But listen, your fucking days are numbered, bud. Your fucking days are numbered if you keep that up. All right, let's move on to the fourth point. The back kitchen inspection. Is there a proper place to store the food? Do they have proper appliances, if you will? The first thing that I want to know is this stain right here. Obviously, this window is not leak-proof, so a lot of perhaps rainwater can get in here, which could potentially build up mold and mildew. So, Delos, I'm going to have to make a note of this stain right here. That will be in the paperwork. That's not necessarily a red X just yet, but just keep that in mind that we will be requiring you to clean that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, I'm assuming that the watermelons and the lettuce and the wine and stuff, I'm assuming that gets put out daily, right? It gets picked up daily from the farms surrounding the Imperial City. and daily it gets set out. And then at the end of the day, I'm not too sure what they do with it. Maybe they can store it for a couple of days. I'm really not too sure. Maybe perhaps if he's a good man, he'll donate it to the beggars around the Imperial City. But I'm honestly not too sure. That's not really any of our business. But I'm okay with that. Behind the counter, you don't have any sort of storage space out here, but you do have cheese wedges and ham put out. I'm assuming that's cooked ham. I'm just assuming that that's cooked ham. Surely it wouldn't be uncooked ham, now would it, Delos? No, it would not be. Again, I think that's probably all put out fresh, so I'm okay with that. You do have a nice little organization shelf here where you can put your mugs and your plates after you wash it. So I'm cool with that. I'm assuming there's going to be more stuff down there. We're not going to go down there because it's locked. And I'm not a criminal, of course. Over here in a barrel, let's see what we got. It looks like this is just a storage unit for his money for his restaurant and some extra cups if he needs it. That's pretty good. It seems we have some barrels, perhaps for some water or more wine or beer. So I'm okay with that. That's good. It is proper to store things like that in a barrel. So I'm definitely okay with that. I gotta be honest with you. I'm pretty impressed with this back kitchen area. Delos, you run a tight ship here, and I'm very impressed. You're lucky, though you're probably hiding all your dirty secrets down there. I will not be going down there because I'm a law-abiding citizen, of course. Based on all that information, I gotta tell you, the back kitchen inspection, green check mark, man, that's beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Now, a big problem is the next point. The last point is the bathroom. And I have to be honest with you, there is not a single bathroom in the entire world of Oblivion. Developer oversight maybe, but I'll tell you what, that's no excuse, Delos. It is no excuse that your developer, the guy who made you in particular, forgot to put a bathroom in here. And unfortunately for you, even though you did not control the zeros and ones that went into not creating the bathroom, you're going to have to pay for it. So this is no stain situation. If you don't put this bathroom in the next 5 business days, that's right, 5, you're going to have to shut down the feed bag because that is unacceptable. Who the fuck is this guy? Yo, don't go back here. What are you doing? This is none of your business. We're talking bathrooms. So bathrooms in the feed bag, Red X! You need to get that fixed immediately. Good God. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take out my sword. Well, listen, sir, I'm going to file my paperwork. You take care of your customer. I'll reach out to you by end of day on Friday, and we'll chat more about what you have to fix. It's been a pleasure, Delos. Even though you were a little rude to me, I'll forgive it. Listen, I hope business is good for you. Get that bathroom situated. The paperwork will be filed. All right, onward to the next restaurant. Alrighty, folks, we are here a long walk away from the feed bag, which is right over there in the corner there. We're still in the Imperial City Market District. We're at the Merchant's Inn. And I heard good things about this place, so... Oh, wait, we can't go inside yet. We gotta examine the outside environment. Much of the same as over there. Even better, honestly, because you basically have Main Street access, which is fantastic. And it's very clean. The guards and whoever takes care of the Imperial City really does a fantastic job. I mean, look how clean even this area is back here. You got a nice well, good window access... You know, lots of, wow, look at all the pretty butterflies and the beautiful bushes we got here. This is really clean. We have a homeless bed back here. What is this? Nah, you know what? Homeless people got to sleep too. I'm okay with that. We're gonna make sure this person gets a nice, safe place to sleep at night. That's fine. We're gonna look the other way, basically. And remember, folks, if you ever see people stealing food in real life, you didn't fucking see anything. Okay. Back to the topic at hand. Look at the muscles on you. Thank you, Jin. Hang on. Hang out here. We're gonna talk after. We're gonna do some partying. Beautiful area right here. If you have a horse and you have to, park your horse, if you will, or carriage, there's a stable right outside of the walls there, so that's pretty good. So, I mean, without further ado, since the feed bag got a green check mark, and that's literally right there, this is much of the same. Outside environment, green check mark, baby, fantastic. Stop talking to me. I'm going inside. The merchant's in. Let's see what the clean dining area is. Wow. This is really beautiful. Look, they're having a conversation in there. This is absolutely wonderful. This is very clean. Much of the same. I gotta turn down my volume because they are yapping away. Can you guys stop? Can you guys stop talking? Oh, God, I burped mid-sentence. All right, let's get out of here. Wow, this is a really clean restaurant. And you know what? It's very similar to the feed bag that we saw across the street here. Beautiful carpets, man. The rugs really tie the room together. And they have really nice chairs, too. I love the woodworking here. That's really fantastic. I understand that that's very basic, but in a time before machines, that's pretty impressive. I mean, these are handmade chairs, so these are not cheap. And they're very big tables, too. I like that there's like a little coffee table setting with a book and some fruits and some flowers and stuff. That's really nice. Wow, these are really comfortable. I'm really liking these. That fits my butt pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Again, handmade, so that's very impressive. And like I said, it's very clean. Little bucket there. Maybe there's a hole in the ceiling. I'm not too sure what that's for. Maybe someone was cleaning the floor because I can see a little moisture there. So maybe there was a leak, but they were trying to catch it. So that's pretty good. Much like the feed bag, I like that they have the stuff set up. You know, you have some fruits and veggies, some bread, some tomatoes, some carrots, some cheese wedges, some wine, some candle lights. That's pretty good. You know, those are taken care of often because that is a fire hazard. You know, I understand the building is brick, but there's a lot of wood stuff here that could be a fire hazard. So I'm glad they have a tray underneath it. That's pretty good. Wow, that's a giant cheese wheel. So this is really nice. You have ample seating. It's very clean. And my favorite part is the fact that the tables are set and ready to go. So I'm assuming if you're a traveler, you'd sit down, enjoy a nice cheese wedge, and then you could order whatever else, you know, drinks or food that you want. He even has a bar set up with little stools here, although that's a really tall bar and such a small stool, but maybe that's just the style of this. Oh, God, I accidentally took that plate. Hello, sir. Do you own this establishment? I'm not sure who you are. This is pretty nice. I'm very impressed. And honestly, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. Clean dining area. Green check mark, man. That's fantastic. I love this place. Imperial City really has it together, folks. Looking at our next point, customer service. I have high hopes. Let's talk to Velus. Velus?
Hi.
It's you, hi.
What do you want?
What do I want? Well, sir, I would like to barter with ya.
A little food and drink will do you.
Let's get some beef for 2 gold. Got it.
Tell your friends about me.
I will. Thank you. Take care. Thank you, sir. Wow, you're much nicer than the man across the street. That's really nice, dude. Let's bug him a little bit just to see. We'll just see. Yes? Let's ask him some rumors here. Okay? Trouble in Anvil. I took a drink there. All right. Farewell. Wow, this guy's so polite. Customer service? Green check mark. That's fantastic. Dude, you are great. Wonderful. Holy shit. Now, taking a look at the 4th point, back kitchen inspection, much of the same. We have a nice little cupboard for cupboard. I'm not sure why people say cupboard. That's just fucking silly. I have a whole YouTube video about it. Nice storage place for wine and beer and what have you. And once again, I'm assuming that all of this food is shipped in from the farms that are surrounding the Imperial City. So that's pretty good. And you also have lots of barrels for storage, which he has the breads, the carrots, the onions, which do have a shelf life. Those are not things that you would set out for one day and they would be bad. And keeping it in a barrel is good. That's good storage stuff. And you have some sacks around here if you got some grains or rice or what have you, because they have a very long shelf life. life. Nice little flowers. Oh, I just noticed the carpets or tapestry hanging from the ceilings. That's pretty nice. You don't see that much nowadays, right? You know, I feel like that's a real old school thing. That's pretty nice. And over here, if I go around the bar here, he has a beautiful display thing using a creative bar stool right here, showing off all the bottles of wine that he has, which is really nice. I really dig that. And honestly, I have no real complaints about the back kitchen inspection. You have a proper place to store it, multiple places to store it actually, multiple places to keep it on the daily, so if your customer comes in and orders a pumpkin, you can just take it right off the shelf, and that's pretty good. Back kitchen inspection? Green check mark, man! Good lord! And unfortunately, the fifth point is a bathroom. There's no bathrooms in the world of Oblivion. Red X! That is absolutely sickening, dude. I'm not liking that. I'm really not liking that. Pretty good score, but like I said to the last guy, man, it doesn't matter who your developer is, right? Unfortunately for you, you have 5 business days to get a bathroom in here. Now, you do have upstairs real estate and downstairs real estate, so you got to get on that, okay? So listen, I will file the paperwork, okay? And we're going to get moving on getting you a bathroom. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. Now listen, sir, I'll get that paperwork to you delivered by end of day Friday. Okay, sir, good luck with your business. I hope it thrives. It looks like it's doing wonderful. Thank you for being nice to me. Off to the next restaurant. Here we go. Folks, I hope you're enjoying this wonderful restaurant review in the wonderful world of Oblivion Remastered. God, this place is absolutely beautiful, I gotta tell you. If you want to support the channel, you can head on over to patreon.com/officialjoeyc for all your exclusive Joey C needs, check-in videos, behind-the-scenes videos, commentary tracks, movie reviews, the list goes on and on. You can also become a YouTube channel member for the same perks of Patreon. Thank you to all my channel supporters. I greatly appreciate you folks. You guys keep this crazy train moving. All right, let's get back to the restaurant reviews. All righty. All right, and here we are in the beautiful settlement of Anvil, which is right over here on the map on the Golden Coast, which is a pretty beautiful area. I actually own a home right there. That's my home right there. It was infested by goats. It's a long story. Sir, can you fuck off? We are here at the Count's Arms. Man, I've heard some pretty nice things about this. I've been in here once because there was a quest that sent me in here. I don't remember a lick of it. Our first point is outside environment, and I gotta tell you, once again, per usual, as these restaurants in Oblivion, very clean. Very opposite of the restaurants in the wonderful world of Grand Theft Auto games. Those are typically very dirty. The main streets are cleanly laid rocks, which is really nice. It seems to be all swept. There's no dirt anywhere. Now, once again, if you do have a horse and you need to tie it up somewhere, there's stables outside of the castle walls, which is not every settlement in Oblivion has giant castle walls like Anvil, but this is a nice little settlement here. I hear there is some issues with the chapel, but we're not there yet. That's an examination for another day. I'm not going to examine the churches in the worlds of video games, because that just sounds silly. Now, the outside environment is very clean. I'm very confused about this discoloration on the rock. I'm assuming that's not mold or anything. It just seems like that these are older buildings and they didn't have the craftsmanship back then as they do now, any sort of regulation like that. So that's fine. That seems to be a bit, maybe perhaps moss growing outside, as it rains and moisture gets on it. So that's understandable. And like I said, you can park your carriage or your horse outside at the stables. I mean, it's pretty simple, folks. Outside environment, green check mark, baby. This place is fantastic. Good Lord, very safe. Oh my God, it has outside seating. The next point is the clean dining area. So we are going to note that it does have a beautiful outside section. Not sure why the candles out here, considering it is daytime. You don't really have a nice view per se, but if it's nice out, which it seems like it is, it's probably a 60-degree day, overcast, but that's all right. You can sit outside and enjoy the weather. That's pretty nice. Back here, that's probably somebody's property. I'm not sure what these barrels are for, but you do have berries. They probably keep the berries out because, you know, that's just very natural. Man, got some shoes in there. That's fine. And they even have a back door. That's pretty good. But it does, they do have some gold inside these barrels, which I'm going to take. It seems very silly. But the berries being held out fresh, perhaps they were being picked from perhaps this bush, and they got a customer, so they had to run back in. Assuming these don't sit out overnight, I think that's pretty good. So I'm not going to complain about that. Let's go inside and check out the dining area.
Greetings.
Well, thank you. Hey, how are you? Wow, much like the same, you have big, beautiful tables, which are set up with apples and tomatoes and silver plates and silverware and an urn. I'm not sure what that's for. You got a nice little solo area right here in front of the fire, which is pretty good. I really dig that, man. This is kind of a real beautiful area here. That's knocked over. Man, your fire tool holder is knocked over. Perhaps you should fix that. Hey, can you shut up? Can you guys stop? I'm trying to talk to the people here.
Leave me alone.
You leave me alone. A nice little bench here. That's pretty good. Once again, the rug really ties the room together, which I really dig. And you have a nice big table here. So I'm assuming, oh my God, sweet cake? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Crab meat, cheese wedge, potatoes. Wow, this place has a big, menu. I didn't see any sort of cheesecakes at the other venues, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Sir, are you the shop owner, Mr. Wilbur?
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
Wow, sir. Thank you very, very much. Let's barter with you and see how your customer service is. Let's buy some crab meat, shall we? Buy it.
Thank you. Come again.
I certainly will. Thank you very much. Go bother somebody else. Whoa! You were so polite to me, and then you told me to bother somebody else? I mean, listen. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. We got ahead of ourselves. We were onto the customer service side. Let's get back to the clean dining area. And honestly, you can't get cleaner than this. Dude, look, they even have designer floors. Clean dining area? Green check mark, man. That's fantastic. Good Lord. And since we already did the customer service, he talked to us. He was polite in the beginning. He served us food at a reasonable price. And he wasn't really that rude to us until the very end where he told us to go bother somebody else. But honestly, in terms of strictly business, customer service, green check mark, man. Good Lord. I'm losing my voice because I'm examining so many fucking restaurants. This is fantastic. Good God. Now, looking at the second to last point, the back kitchen inspection, much of the same. Okay, you have a nice little counter here. You do have food that's laid out fresh every day. Checking out the cupboard, we got some potatoes and carrots in there that I'm assuming are stored daily and replaced, perhaps from some of the farms from outside of Anvil are brought in daily. There's probably a few things that can be stored, for a couple of days, like perhaps a watermelon. I'm not really too sure. Cheese, definitely. You can definitely store that. But you got nice organizations for your silver cups and your bowls. And a nice little display of your wine bottles, which is pretty good. You got some beer, cheap wine, perhaps. Oh, nope, you only have cheap wine, but that's fine. That's okay. Oh, no, you got some stuff mixed in there. That's fine. Maybe that's nicer wine. Oh, and you even have a nice little wine cabinet right here. That's pretty good. You got two of them. That's pretty fantastic. I'm really impressed with that. Checking out in here, this just seems to be like a literary section, which is pretty good. He's following me, which I'm not really too sure why. Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy by spinning around a lot. I'm assuming these are private quarters for the inns. Don't worry, sir, I'm not examining that today. Based on the fact that hopefully you bring your food in every day, everything is clean, you have proper storage for the stuff. That's pretty good, Wilbur. That's pretty good. And you know what that means? Back kitchen inspection. Green check mark, man. That's fantastic. Good Lord. Now, the final thing, which we all know what the answer is. Wilbur, what is the meaning of not having a bathroom in this establishment, right? Now, I understand what you're saying. Hey, man, I didn't design this building. I was just given this building. And in fact, I'm just a bunch of zeros and ones. Dude, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you what I've been telling everybody today, okay? Unfortunately, it is your problem. And more unfortunately, it is your responsibility, dude. So, bathroom, Red X! I'm going to file this paperwork by end of day today. And by end of day Friday, you got to have a bathroom in here. Or else we're shutting this place down. You understand me? Shutting it down. All right, let's go examine our final restaurant of the evening. Oh, God, who are you people? Are you guys swingers?
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Alrighty, folks, and we are here at our final restaurant, an inn or tavern, depending on the terminology that you use. We are at the Five Claws Lodge in Leowin, all the way over here at the bottom of the map. I haven't spent a lot of time in this town, but, you know, it looks pretty good. Of course, it's not nearly as neat as Anvil and the Imperial City, considering the roads are not neatly laid with stone, and it's very uneven, okay? So looking at the outside environment, that is definitely taken into account. Okay, no, at first glance, I thought this was trash. These are just leaves. Although that does go with kind of the ruling of it, right? But then again, as long as it's clean, I can't really, ding it, right? Like, it may not be groomed per se, but it's not necessarily dirty, and people can still get around, right? Like, you can still move effectively. It's still a clean and safe area, which is very good. It's more or less like, is it clean and is it safe, right? Those are the kind of the main points of when examining the restaurant. And it seems safe. I don't see any sort of activity. We do have a bunch of guards walking around. We have 3 in the vicinity right now, which is pretty good. So I'm assuming crime is low. Again, if you want to park your carriage or tie up your horse, you can tie that up outside the gate, because I'm not sure if they allow horses inside the cities in Oblivion. Pretty sure they don't. Yeah, you got a safe place to tie it up, and then you can come on in here. And like I said, ma'am, how do you feel about the safety of this town? Ma'am?
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
They say a whole island with an inhuman statue appeared near Burville, as if the world wasn't crazy enough already.
Yeah, no, ma'am, that's fine. I was asking about this town in particular, but I guess that's okay. She's going in. That's good. Well, listen, we'll be right behind her, because outside environment of the Five Claws Lodge. Green check mark, man. Fantastic. Let's go inside and check out the dining area. Wow, this is different. It's kind of quaint and a little cozy. I kind of dig this, man. It doesn't have a lot of light. I mean, you have, your light back there and perhaps a big one right here. How is that lit? Is that just candles? I'm assuming so. That's interesting, but that's not a point on here. It's basically a clean dining area, okay? The floors are pretty clean. And I'm once again, the rug really ties the room together. Although this rug looks a little dirty and worn, perhaps you should consider changing that. Ma'am, what is your name? Witseduci? Oh, okay, that's a great name. I like that. In terms of ample seating, you definitely have that. You got 3 tables right here. You have like a side table with all the wine. I'm not sure if it's like you you go up and serve yourself. I'm not really too sure. Something must have happened here. A lot of knocked over stuff. Perhaps there was a fight or a rat or something. I'm not quite sure. But all the tables are set like we've seen in all the restaurants, which is pretty good. Right now, I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing so far at the Five Claws Inn, or whatever this place is called. You don't have silver plates, so you can tell the economic development in this town is a little bit lower, but that's fine. Because honestly, you still have the same amount of food and same type of food. You have some apples, tomatoes, some blueberries, some cheese wedges, some grains of rice perhaps, or kernels. I'm not really too sure on that. Some corn. That's really nice. And then I like that it's always set and the tables are already kind of pulled out and open, ready for you to sit down, right? This one seems empty. Maybe this is just like a drinking area. Is that my arm? That my arm is floating? My arm is floating. That is interesting. Okay. Oh, ma'am. So listen, all that being said, is that blood? Ma'am, what the fuck is that? I'm assuming those are berries. You really got to get that cleaned up. Listen, your dining area is very clean. Okay, with an exception of this mark, which we will make an asterisk for that the fake blood needs to be cleaned up. I'm assuming it's berries. If I find out that it's blood, this place is getting shut down, no questions asked. Okay, but other than that, clean dining area. Green check mark, man. You are dining in a place with a green check mark, man. Fantastic. Let's move on to customer service. Wit Sedutsi, how are ya?
Welcome, stranger, to the Five Claws. Food and beds.
Nice.
And good. But most of all, your hostess promises always clean.
Really? I can tell.
Wit
I just gave you a
Sedutsi
green
gives
check
you
mark.
her guarantee. Everything clean, always, or you do not pay.
Whoa! Alrighty, lady. Let's order some
What
food
can I
here.
interest you in?
Let's get some potatoes.
Come back and see me again.
I will.
I'm through talking to you.
Okay, you people of Oblivion, maybe, here's the thing, though. If everybody in Oblivion is really polite to you, and then at the end, they say, I'm through talking to you, maybe that's just their culture, okay? Maybe that's just kind of a cultural norm. They're very brass and upfront, right? It's not necessarily rude. If this was a one-off thing, perhaps I'd make a note of it. But the fact that everybody has done that to me so far, I have no complaints with customer service. She served me. The prices were cheap. She was polite. And she told me to come back. Customer service, green check mark, man. Beautiful. Good Lord. Now, looking at the back kitchen inspection, or area rather, once again, you have a nice little bar here with your food laid out and your drinks kind of ready to serve right there. And you do have some nice shelf space back here with your freshly laid out grapes. Your cups could use a little organizing, but that's fine. Not really too sure where you keep the food per se. Perhaps no, those seems like room. Maybe in these barrels. Perhaps you keep them in these barrels, which is A-okay. And I'm assuming that is going to be berries because this stain is also underneath this one right here. So I'm assuming that's like wine, like freshly, like fermented wine or something like that. So assuming you keep your food in here, you have some laid out. Perhaps these are somebody's. Like this guy is eating, I'm not sure what he's eating of this, but perhaps it's just laid out for customers, and then if nobody comes in, you put them away. That's pretty good. Honestly, I have no complaints. Really, the only issue being, wow, that's a big fucking thing for wine. That's really neat. You got a lot of wine here, ma'am. But like I said, the big thing is you got to get these stains cleaned up because eventually they will go bad and mold and start to smell. So I'm assuming you clean them daily since there's not did she just call me an imperial dog? Fuck you. Considering there's not like a huge stain here, it's just a little one. Perhaps it's cleaned maybe on the daily. Food is stored properly. You got lots of drinks. It's kept in a cool dark space. Everything is clean behind the counter. Back kitchen inspection. Witsi-dootsie. Green check mark, baby. Now listen. I'm going to give you the spiel that I've given everyone. You don't have a bathroom. Red X! You got 5 days, man. You got 5 days to get a bathroom in here. Or unfortunately, you and 3 other restaurants are getting shut down. Because listen, this guy, where'd he disappear to? That guy must have been a vampire. There was a guy in here, believe me. He was sitting right over there. He was drinking. He probably left because you didn't have a bathroom and he has to pee, so he has to go pee outside in the woods. That's good. Oh, hey, listen. These people don't have bathrooms, okay? So just remember that before you start drinking. 5 days to put in a bathroom. I'm getting out of here. Let's send it back to real life Joey C to end it out. Adios. Folks, thank you for watching this wonderful restaurant review in the wonderful world of Oblivion Remastered. I greatly appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. This is some of my favorite types of videos to make. Anytime you can examine the little things in the video games, that's what I like. It gives me a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside, and I hope it does for you as well. If you want to follow me on Twitch, you certainly can. It's twitch.tv/officialjoeyc. We do a lot of fun stuff there. We usually live stream on weekends, and you know what? Maybe I'm biased, but I think we have fun, folks. If you want to join my Discord, please do. The link is in the description. Again, a lot of fun over there. And if you want to support me, you can go to Patreon or become a YouTube channel member like I mentioned before. Folks, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Keep your eye out for the next video, episode, movie, live stream, whatever it is, man. If you know something that you want me to examine next, you can let me know in the comments below. Tweet me on Twitter, or the artist formerly known as Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I've done enough plugging. Folks, with that, I leave you with one thing. Cherish the precious moments, be love, and stay, dude. I'm out of here. Turn the green screen off. God damn, this place looks different. You thought I was in the world of Oblivion. No, I'm in the far bedroom in my apartment. God, and just to be completely transparent with you, it is 11:35 at night. God knows what the people below me think. I'm going to go over here now. I usually walk off there. I'm going to walk off this way, and then it's going to fade black, but I'm still going to be over there. And then usually what happens when the camera ends is I slate it. So I'm going to slate it on YouTube. Are you ready? You're probably wondering where the bottom half of this went. It broke off because I clapped it too hard one time. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here now. So you just enjoy this fade out. It's gonna be a nice fade out. I promise. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. See you later.